Hello. Hi. I'm back again doing more art while also streaming. Yes. So this time I've actually because last time I was playing music the whole entire time and nobody could hear it because it was so low. Like I could hear it, but nobody else could, so what I did this time is I actually did a preview. So you should be able to hear the music in advance. Uh, Hopefully that's the case anyway. But let's see. Carbonated water. What up? Welcome back, Jay Soren. I remember you. What is this frame? Oh, don't worry about this. This is don't no, don't look. Don't no. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, I'm actually doing lip sync on this part, so hang on. I need to zoom in closer. Yeah, because this is how close I was working. Yeah, I was working a little bit less close. 148. Yeah, because we're working on lip sync right here. It is currently going.
Care to join us?
Yeah, because that's what I'm currently working on right now. But anyway, let me hit play on my music. See if you can hear this. Should be able to. Because I did a test before. Actually, I make it a little bit lower. Just a tiny bit lower. There we go. Yeah, because last I was just saying, because last time I was playing music the whole entire time, and the only person that could hear it was me. So yeah, so that's unfortunate. But hey, all a learning process. This is early days of streaming. Hopefully, this will be a weekly process for years to come. But yes, lip sync all on once. Ironically, lip sync all on once isn't too bad. That's actually the easiest process, I'd say. Hey, look, it's this game. What up, friend? Oh, my man. Welcome to my YouTube stream. The horrendous and scary world of PC streaming. I know. It's horrendous and or scary, right? But yeah, if anybody doesn't know, Fran's a regular over at my Twitch streams where I play video games. And now he's here. Amazing. He enjoys all my content with a K. Insane. Alright, let's do some work, shall we? Yes. Yeah, let me know if you can hear the music. Should be able to. Because, I did test it, and it should be fine. But hey, you never know. Something could have broken, something, I've had that. I always hear that. PC streamers. I went to go live and everything's broken. They updated Windows and OBS and everything's not working. Right. Goodness gracious. Like Mortal Kombat, exactly. You gotta draw them like you're holding the frames, except the drawings that are eased out would look exactly like the keyframe slows down to. Exactly. That's gonna be the ultimate illusion, right? Because animation is just an illusion of movement. There'll be none the wiser. Alright, actually, do we have any... Okay, so we do have teeth that come in. Excellent, I did that in advance. Perfect. So from there, oh yeah, because I traced the teeth, right? So the mouth shouldn't move, but the teeth should stay where they are. Yeah, because I worked on this a little bit on Monday when I wasn't live, so this is what I was currently doing. Because I wanted to start animating this sequence, because every single time I've gone through and played it for you guys to show it off, it's always been like, oh, this part's not done, so that was the general idea, anyway. And actually, can I mute myself in OBS real quick? I need to make a horrible noise so I don't record. I can. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Oops. Apologies. Oh dear. Ah! Okay, it's that one. Sorry. Oh my god. That was probably the last thing in the world. I saw like the bar go into the red, and I was like, oh no. What have I done? Actually, I might do it again real quick. Oh, that's interesting. Oh yeah, my little guy still picks up that I made a noise, but it's not being recorded obviously, so interesting. Let's pretend it never happens. Wait, is this hang on? Oh, I thought I got rid of this one. Yeah, this happened last time as well, where I played like the same similar song twice. Right. Get rid of that. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Okay, so from here. Yeah, and you should be able to hear the flash as well. Hang on, let me actually test that. I know I need to drag this over here, so I can hear this.
AC, care to join us?
Yeah, okay, so I should be able to hear that. I should have actually tested this beforehand, but all my audio levels. Goodness. Smart. Okay, so that's where he like, has the mouth closed. I guess I need to do that in reverse.
Care to join?
But I want to make his like mouth kind of like move a bit slower, so I'm trying to do it on like ones a little bit and then filling them in, right? Yes.
Welcome to the stage of history.
Oh yeah, this song's amazing. I do remember this. I didn't realize this song was in this playlist. Oh, it is. Crazy. Yeah, because I remember this was a mashup that I found ages ago, and it is quite good. I think it's Tekken, Sonic, Metal Gear Rising, and Devil May Cry, all in one song. I think it's called Rules of Tekken, if you want to find it for yourself. But it is quite good. Yeah, I guess let's do exactly that. Oh yeah, I should actually press that I'm live as well, shouldn't I? Ooh. Goodness. Hang on. Uh-oh. Oh god. Let's see here. I gotta go to my own stream. Let me click this, and then we copy this. Actually, I can test exactly. Hang on. I can test this by listening to my own stream, right? See if the music's playing. Stream. Oh, you can kind of hear it. Let me click this, and then we... Yeah, right. It's actually... Yeah, okay. This actually, I can test exactly. Hang on. I can test this by I can hear myself, so... Alright, get rid of that. Animating with carbon. Exactly. This is the process. You don't want to ever do this. Don't do what I do. Right. But it's, I don't know. I enjoy it. Like, some of it kind of sucks, but some of it's decent. There you go. Post in the Discord, and I'll post on Twitter. Yeah. Big drawing time. Okay. Now we get this back into place. Oh yeah. Oh dude. Yeah, which is interesting though, because I set the like on OBS, the levels for the audio for the desktop audio is almost as loud as like my voice, but my voice is like way louder, so it might be because like the YouTube video itself is like very quiet. That might be why. Mayhaps. Yeah. Okay. Should actually... Oh, that's okay. Yeah, these teeth are gonna come in then, but that's fine. Nobody will see it, right? Nobody pay attention. Don't look at this part here. Don't do it. No. Absolutely not. I remember that song being like way longer. Where is he? It might just be me. Good. But yeah, like never really minded lip syncing in with animation. It must be because I've done it so much. I can just do it very fast. So where everyone's like, this is the most boring, mind-numbing part of animation. But I don't know. I've always done it like relatively quickly. Or to be fair, I kind of do it a bit differently than what most people do. What most people do is they just have the mouth parts ready to go and they just copy and paste them as they see fit. Versus where I'll animate, I'll draw and animate every mouth as I see fit. So also that adding like Camp Carl will be fun. Just got to have patience like him to make the stuff that he does right. You just gotta chill out and take your time. Oh, to be fair, like, starting this whole entire Persona 4 animation project was kind of a wake-up call to that type of stuff. Because before that, I was always trying to move on to like the next big thing. Because for some reason, I had some sort of ingrained I don't know if it was impatience or like just trying to like just make stuff like rapidly, or trying to be like a lot of people are getting stuff out quickly, so I gotta do the same, right? But yeah, making this project has taught me that you don't really need to rush. You just slow down and take your time, and it's fine. There's no expectations, just take as much time as you need. Don't worry about it. Nobody's waiting. Oh, there are people waiting, but people are willing to wait, I guess. And I guess like I don't know. I guess I've always been kind of small time, but at the same time I thought I was kind of like bigger than I was. Because like you always think, everyone thinks they're amazing, right? So it's like, I gotta get the next thing out. Gotta get the next thing out. They're waiting on me. I gotta get the next thing out, right? So it was always trying to make the next big thing. But and as well with a lot of my original projects, I'd often like cut out stuff as well, which probably was good for pace. But like a lot of scenes, was like, I don't need to animate this. Cut that one out. Cut that one. Cut that one out, so they get out faster. So. But with this project, I had to animate everything, so I couldn't cut out anything. So it's literally you have the stone slab and you got to chisel it. You can't cut the stone slab in half. You got to take it as is, right?
Care to join?
And then join us. Where's the here it is. I need the audio. So then go.
Join.
Gonna go. So he keeps his mouth closed a bit.
Join.
Join. Yeah, I always like lip sync my mouth, so excuse me if you hear like me like saying like the word. Because like I'll say it and then like I'll get like the shape of the mouth in my head. How to do it, right? Because I remember I used to have like a mirror in front of me, I used to do the same thing, but now I've gotten so used to lip sync that I don't actually need it. More, let's just make this shape. And then go from there. Ooh, you know. Yeah.
Join. Join.
Okay, so it kind of goes, so it keeps his teeth closed for a little bit there. And then it goes join, so that'll be the O shape there. So I'll need to make this a little bit taller. Like so. Yeah, that's fine. I think maybe I might make the teeth a bit closer, but that wouldn't make any sense, right? Yeah. And then join. Okay, so that'll be like an O. Like an O type shape, right? Yeah. Yeah, actually, yeah. Cool.
Us.
Us. Okay.
Us.
And then it would be like us. Okay, so I'll put like a. I usually just put like an X or like a symbol. That's for me, so I know to keep that mouth closed or in a closed state, so I don't accidentally animate it, because that's happened before. It's like I'll usually just get into like a trance. It's like, okay, that needs to be open, that needs to be closed, open, closed, open, closed, open, closed, right? Because usually you go from like open mouth to closed mouth to open mouth to closed mouth, correct? And then when one mouth has to be closed, I'll forget. So that's for me. So I'll remember. Do you want to? Yeah, put a. And E's here. Right? Yeah. And is that where those... Hang on, let's go. Okay, it is. So this is where some teeth are. And then we want to do... Yeah, this way first. Right? Yeah, so then we can do the same thing backwards. Yeah. Yep. Actually, yeah, I'll fill that in completely. It's fine. Mm-hmm. And then we do the same thing in reverse, right? Yeah. Okay, cool. Alright, so now what?
Care to join?
Yeah, okay, and then join. Yeah, and then we want the math to slow down here. When it comes to a close. Correct, yes. Yeah, I'm thinking like maybe when it says us, they can be like very fast. So it'd be like care to join us? And then us will be like very fast. Do I want to keep, yeah, I'll keep the teeth normal. Yeah, because the, Actually, no, I'll make them move a little bit. just so I eventually get hidden by the mouth. It's fine, it's fine. Yeah, and then they'll be pretty much out of frame at this point, yeah. Arts! Welcome back, Bra Run. We're doing that arts again! And we'll keep on doing it every week for the foreseeable future. Right? Yeah, though it is a good motivator, getting into like a routine, right? It's more or less like I had a nap, and then I woke up, and it's like, oh, time to do art stream, right? So, versus, oh, time to sit down and do animation. Ugh, right? Well, I guess I could like locally record myself, but goodness gracious. For who? Myself? Go back and listen to my own insane stories. Talk about nothing. Man, this guy never shuts up. Jesus. Yeah, well, to be fair, it was just me. I probably wouldn't talk as much, right? So I do feel as well, like, even like when I'm doing my gaming streams, I'll notice that, like, you know, I'll start talking a bit more when, like, there's some people in the chat, so it happens. Do you know anyone in particular that you've met who are influential artists and animators? Quite a few people, but probably not anybody big, I guess. Because there's been like a whole bunch of Newgrounds animators that I've met at like meetups and whatnot, so... But aside from that, not too much. Like I've met Felix Colgrave, very popular Australian animator. Also, Sam Green, who does the Epic Minecraft series. I met Jazza years and years and years ago, before he blew up. I remember it's like very popular. I think I like went to his channel not so long ago, and he has like over like 1 million subscribers. I was like, holy shit! Goodness gracious. I'm the animator? Right. Yeah, Sam Green. Yeah. Yeah, I've met him a couple times actually, so. I wonder if there is much art being drawn on stream. Maybe. Maybe. I wonder how much storage it will take up for you to make a like an hour recording, have yourself pretended like it's live. Yeah, exactly. Just fucking pull my whole hard drive with my own recordings. Apparently some streamers, they do that. Like, cause they'll record, yeah, animation and, not animation, games and voice separate, in case they need to separate it, so. Jazz Studios, yeah, exactly. I'm the only animator, right? I'm the only one. Goodness gracious. But yeah, there was like a Newground meetup, like, I think in like 2008, so... I think so. It was like years and years and years ago. Oh no, it was 2018, sorry, not 2008. But yeah, I was like just getting out of high school at that point, I think. So I was still fairly young. And I was like, just still very nervous. Like even these days, I'm still like, you know, quite nervous at like meetups, but still. It's like once you start talking, it's fine. But yeah, it was like a Newgrounds meetup like a year ago. And there wasn't really anyone big there. Oh, there was Donk TK. He was there, although I didn't really talk to him, so. Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Like, I don't know, there's like a bunch of like friends that I've got that like nobody would know. They're like really, really super small time. Yeah, aside from that, I don't know. I think I prefer like being the small time guy, right? I think like I was like fighting for the like longest time, like the Newgrounds heydays when that was like super popular. I was like, oh, I'm gonna do it someday. I'm gonna break through and I'm gonna be, you know, super popular like Oni and Psychic Pebbles, right? And Johnny Utah. I'm gonna be one of them. But it never happened. Yeah. Probably for the best. Want to get a big ego about myself? Jesus. People are trying to hack the Switch too. How long do you think until an emulator will release? Oh, jeez. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, what was it? They did was it the Super Nintendo what was it like that Super Nintendo that you could buy and like you could just like play games on it? People like hacked that within like a day and just like threw emulators on it. So, and even like there are like Switch 1 emulators online that you can find, so yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. It's not gonna take them long, right?
Us?
Yeah, because I think somebody that I knew played games on like a Switch emulator, but it didn't run as well as like an actual Switch, so very, very stuttery, but still. I guess if you play for free, that's the costs that you get, right? Not getting the real thing. What up, yo? What up, XJK? It's poppin'. Nobody is paying $2,000 for a Switch and $90 games. Oh, to be fair, you're not buying them all at once, right? I mean, I've got the Switch too. I'm not, you know, but you know, I have a job, so I was able to actually pay for it. But you know, if your income is kind of low, you'd probably be on that waiting wagon, right? Or like waiting for your friends. Be like, hey man, can I get a taste? Yeah, not to be fair. The only thing on there is, you know, is Mario Kart. But it's probably the most chaotic Mario Kart you've ever played. Goodness. Like the first time I actually did online. My goodness, 30-player lobbies. You get absolutely trashed with items. Like there's no tomorrow. Nothing's changed in Mario Kart. The second people get an item, I'm gonna use it immediately. I don't care what it is. Right. But I think a lot of people are still trying to find the meta of that game. Trying to find what's top tier. Because I remember before they balanced it out, it was with Mario Kart 8 anyway. It was Waluigi on a Wiggler all day, every day. Either that or Morton Jr. or Dry Bowser. Pick the super heavy characters, and as long as you're at the front of the pack, you can just get that top speed and nobody can catch you, right? Though I think this time they've kind of balanced it a bit more. Because I did notice like the high acceleration characters do have more of a chance. And also, they must have done some sort of like rubber banding. Not extreme rubber banding, I'm not talking like Mario Kart Wii. But I did notice that like the very last lap, like near the end of the race, a lot of the end of the pack people seem to quickly catch up. Like there's been more than enough times I've been almost, you know, I've been at the top like, you know, 5. Almost there. Like I can pretty much see the finish line. And then suddenly 20 people pass me, so I'm not sure if that's like you get the final item box and then everyone gets a boost or what, but hard to say. Yeah. Because I remember that railroad running in Mario Kart Wii was insane. And also the computer cheats like crazy doing the Grand Prix races. Trying to pass somebody. I'm gonna use the item now. I see. That was absolutely not intended. Haven't played a Mario Kart in a while. More of a Sony person now than Nintendo. Oh, that's fair. But you can get that Sonic Racing then, just as good, right? But that's fair. Like, I don't know. I haven't been biased towards a console since like my early teenage years. Like that shit died forever ago, and I still cannot believe there's still people that still are fighting over a system. It's more like you like this system more the others, not like this is better. Right? Not really the case. Like every system has like their flaws and their benefits, and it's more about exclusives. And this day and age, exclusives are less than ever. Because the idea is you release everything on every console and then you get your income back, right? Oh, to a point. Because, yeah, Sony's been releasing their stuff on PC, and Xbox has been releasing their stuff on Sony and PC, so... But Nintendo's still doing their own thing, but still... You buy your Nintendo machine for your Nintendo games, and people will still pay that outrageous price, right? But still, I guess, like, if you just for Nintendo, you don't have to worry about anything else, right? That reminds me of that new Sonic Racing. Looks cool. Yeah, I tried the demo. It was alright. I don't know. I think maybe just because of me playing Mario Kart for so long, it felt kind of weird. But I don't know. If that's your thing, go for it. But still, that's like a hard sell though. It's like 2 kart racing games which are released pretty much in like the next few months from each other. And you have to try to get them both. I think this happened last time as well. That they tried to release a Sonic kart racing game. Was it Crash Nitro Fuels? Also released within like a month, and so everyone was like, "Ooh, get that instead." I think I made a meme of that as well. It's like the meme of like the guy looking at the girl over his shoulder, and the other girl that he's next to is like absolutely disgusted. But just like replacing with the Sonic racing game and the Crash racing game. Sony do what Nintendo? Yeah. Yeah, to be fair, like there are like a couple of games which you can't get on Nintendo, and some of them are quality experiences, but I don't know. If I was without, it probably wouldn't, you know, be the worst thing in the world. But then again, not playing them, I'd probably be like, I want to play it, right? That's how they get you. They do their sizzle reels with all the action. They don't show you the slow parts, they show you all the cool parts, so then you're like, I want to get it, I want to play it. And then you play it and you get to the slow parts and you're like, oh man, what'd I do? What did I do? Almost every game announced in Summer Game Fest yesterday was exactly the same. Oh, not all of them, but yeah, there are still a lot of games which are trying to be Dark Souls, so which is insane. But still, Dark Souls are still quite popular, I guess. So, or at least like the Elden Ring, Bloodborne-esque type game. So, because I think that was like a joke at like dev meetings, right? You there's like a coin jar or like a swear jar, but it's for Dark Souls. So every single time you say Dark Souls, you have to put $1 in the jar, right? We don't want to make Dark Souls. Can we make something different, please?
Us?
Us? Okay. I might draw this like an open mouth in advance here. Something to worry about later. But hey, if that's your jam, man, you're set, because there's like literally like 50 plus games which are Dark Souls now, so goodness. Which is, you know, I get the idea, like it's, you know, you go up against impossible odds. You're like the ultimate underdog, right? You try to brave the depths and then come up victorious against impossible odds. But I don't know, can you, how many times can you do that before it gets, you know, boring or it's stale? You're like, I beat Dark Souls 3, I want to do it again, but in a slightly different way. Like, who's saying that? I don't know. It might be just like the type of gaming culture in this day and age. It's like, I think we were talking about this last time. It's like people that buy like a Call of Duty every year, but it's pretty much the same game. You run around, you shoot the gun. Versus Dark Souls. You run around with the sword and hit the big bad guy. Right? So I guess if you like it, there's no shortage of it, but at the same time, I couldn't do nothing but that. Need variety, man. Probably just get a bit bored. Same game with slightly improved graphics, I guess. Yeah, it's that. But also, it might be that like indie devs are getting like better at it as well. Because before you get like the stylized game, right? Where it'd be like low poly graphics, but you have like the same kind of gameplay. But now they're getting like really good at it, so it's hard to tell the difference between like the mainline games and the smaller indie games. So the line's getting a bit blurred. Too many souls. Yeah, exactly. Too many. But then again, I guess it's difficult. It's like, it's always the hardest thing in the world to come up with a new, unique idea, because they always say every idea has been done already. Before you even come up with an idea, it's been done, right? So that's why a lot of things are always like, oh, it's inspired by blank. Like even Persona itself, it's like started as a dungeon crawler, but it was inspired by JoJo, and then it went from there, right? It is still a dungeon crawler at heart, but it has like, you know, it has like Persona shit and, oh, not Persona shit, JoJo shit, and it's also a romance simulator, and there's minigame stuff, and what else? That's it, right? I'm pretty sure. I think that's it. Think we're getting a Persona 4 remake? I'd say... Yeah, I always usually don't wanna try to harp on anything concrete until they announce it. But I'd say it's pretty much a safe bet. Because, you know, obviously the Persona 3 remake would have done well, and Persona 4's the big dog, so... But I think out of all the Persona games, Persona 4 is the most popular, which is crazy, even after Persona 5 came out, so I would not be surprised. But at the same time, I usually don't want to believe anything until I see an official statement, so... Because even like for Metal Gear, people were like, oh, Metal Gear Solid 1 remake confirmed! People were saying that for years and years and years before they eventually announced Delta. So everyone was wrong, but at the same time they were kind of right at the same time, right? So Atlus lost money. I'm sure it'll come eventually. Yeah, exactly. I guess like it's a free, you know, it's free money, so makes sense. Like they just take the Persona 3 engine, slap Persona 4 characters in, done deal, right? Definitely gonna happen one day. Yeah, most likely. Persona 1 and 2 gonna collect dust. Yeah, everyone always is like, hey, we want Persona 1, 2 remake. But at the same time, what was it? They did Soul Hackers 2, and like nobody really cared, so that might have been their testing grounds to see what they want to do with the future with Persona. Because it's like, let's bring back a franchise that like everyone's forgotten about. See how that does. Oh, it did kind of not great. Okay, back to Persona 3, 4, 5 again. Right. Like apparently Soul Hackers 2 wasn't bad. It was just kind of like average. I didn't play it, but hard to say. Need to finish Soul Hackers 1. Right. Yo, what up, Nifrat Terrier? Is that how you say that? Hi. I'm sorry if there's delay on YouTube. I think if you hit the live button, it catches you up. I think. But that's the one thing I don't like streaming on YouTube for is the delay. Because I think even if you catch up, it buffers you, but yeah. It's annoying. Where on Twitch it's pretty much like seamless. Or more or less. It's as close as live as it is possible, but yeah. Persona 5 gonna go through an entire alphabet before we get Persona 6, right? We got Persona Q, now we're gonna get Persona W. Could you imagine? And it's gonna be a Switch 2 exclusive. I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, they've already hinted at Persona 6, right? Yeah, because I remember they did the 25th anniversary, and they kind of hinted at what's going to be next. So they've obviously got ideas, but it's not like they're going to, let the series just die. But but of course, people are extremely patient, but at the same time extremely ravenous because they want to know what's next. They want all the answers, but at the same time they're willing to wait. So yes. Persona 5 gonna... Oh yeah, for that. What about Catherine? I really like that game. Catherine got a remake, right? The full body edition. Yeah, I actually streamed that on this channel ages ago. But I was doing direct console streaming, so I remember I got to a point and like the game got blocked. It's like, oh no, don't stream those spoilers, don't do it. So I think it was like near the end of the game, and apparently Atlus is very notorious for that. Because I think even still to this day, Persona 5, the original, is still blocked from like console streaming. So, but Persona 5 Royal Edition is not, which is insane. Makes no sense. Catherine, yeah, Catherine is good, though I found it a bit difficult, to be honest. I had to bump the difficulty down, like easy. I guess that'd be like the hard thing in game development as well, trying to find the middle ground. Because like there are some games which I play, which is like medium's too hard and easy's too easy, and I'm like, I want the middle ground from that. I want a challenge, but I don't want to be overwhelmed, right? Okay, so this should be finished.
Care to join us?
Oh, almost.
Join us? Join?
Oh, did I completely forget to do this? I did. Oh, crap. Oops.
Join? Join us. 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 Us.
Okay, that's nice and fast though. That's exactly what I wanted. Although I might do. Yeah, I'll do a bit more slow down here though.
Us.
Yeah, so it's like immediate. That's fine. Yeah, slight slow down here. Oh, did I? Ah, that's okay. I mean, the moment I finish Yakuza 0, I'm playing Catherine. Oh, okay. Good thing it's only Yakuza 0 and not like any of the Like a Dragon games, right? Or Infinite Wealth, aka Infinite Things to Do. Because I played Yakuza Like a Dragon. It was good, but man, that game was long. Holy shit. And apparently, Infinite Wealth is even longer. So even that's like daunting to start. Because I'm like, I want to kind of play it, but at the same time, I'm like, oh god, it's going to take me like 100 plus hours to get through, so.
Us. Us.
That's better. Yakuza 3 I need to get to. I spent so much beating people up, I forgot the story, right? Well, that's like, yeah, you should play it. Like, play at your own pace. Because even I'm playing Zelda Tears of the Kingdom right now. And I'm just like, you know, I'm not even bothering with the main story for the most part. I'm just like wandering around, just like doing like the side stuff. So exploring more than I'm actually caring. So
Join.
but I guess like a lot of games are made like that, so you can like, you know, just do what you want, right? But yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, because a friend of mine, he's a big fan of the Yakuza series. Like he played them all back in the day, in the PS3, and so I kind of watched him from afar. Like I used to have my my computer in his living room, so I was watching him play the HD re-releases of all the old Yakuza games. And like a lot of them are like very samey for the most part, so it's like watching him do like all these mini games and like, oh, it's another shirtless boss fight on a rooftop again. But I guess I don't know. There's like a lot of Japanese games that kind of follow the formula, I guess. Because what's that? That's the hardest thing about a franchise, right? You want to give people exactly what they want last time so it doesn't stray too far from the formula. At the same time, you want to do something new. So you can't please everyone. You try something too new and they get pissed. But you try the same thing again, they get pissed. So, goodness. And even with the animation as well. Like I've tried like trying stuff. Like I'm trying like, you know, please everyone, but you can't do that, so everyone's gonna have something to say. And at the same time, like a lot of people I'm guessing like are just trying to be helpful with constructive criticism, but they don't word it properly, so I'm off just sounding mean than anything, but I don't know. I remember I used to do that as well. Used to be super sarcastic in like a lot of the things I said, but at the same time it's online, so it doesn't really come off as it would when you're saying it, so it's like, I was joking, I wasn't being mean, I was joking, right? Moral of the story, everyone's a prick, right? Yeah, would you please? Why does this happen every time? Thank you. Like, disconnects every single time I stream. Please. I'm trying to slowly draw, how dare you? Yeah, it should still be fine. So I might need to take off this jacket soon. Ugh. 'Cause I got my heater on because it's quite cold here in Australia, so. But it's just getting a bit warm in this room. Yeah, I should do that right now. Oh, yeah. There we go. Okay. Yeah, good thing these headphones are wireless, so I can just do that. Although my regular headphones, which I used to use for my computer, broke, so I have been actually looking into getting a new headset. So it might have to be something in the cards, but I'll look into it. I'll find some more games that I'd love to play, but I don't think my PS4 can handle the newer games out there, besides the whole PS5 nowadays. Oh, not really. Like, there's only just now they're starting to do PS5 exclusives, but I always say indie games are the key. Indie games are king. When you want new, fresh experiences, which you'll probably never forget, but at the same time, there is so much trash out there. Oh my goodness. If you look at, like, the new releases in, like, any, like, you know, any store nowadays, there is so much crap, because everyone's trying to make really fast games to try to make a quick buck. Put zero effort in, try to trick kids, especially like the fucking AI generated shit. Oh my goodness. It is so much. Just trying to trick kids into buying their games, and then when they're bored, it's too late, so. Ugh. Is it a AAA game requirement to see all the hair follicles on the main characters at all times? Right. Yeah, at the same time, like, if you're a big developer, you want to kind of show off, right? You don't want, you know, what is it, you don't want, like, yeah, because obviously you're going to be in the general public's eye more than, like, you're a small indie game, right? So you'll yeah, you probably want to look, you know, good, right? So more than like, here's a pixelated mess. WSG, what that mean? Explain. The PlayStation Store was the worst offender of that, especially the PlayStation 4 one, non-stop slop. Remember that one game that's called Grey Wolf Lab or something? Oh yeah, I know. Yes. Yeah, I think it's like, what was it, like Dark Wolf Lover or something? Oh, no, not Dark Wolf Lover, or, sorry, I was reading that person's name. Oh, what's good? Oh, I see. Makes sense. Sorry, I'm not of the current generation. My bad. But yeah, it was like some sort of like very like small time indie game that somehow got on the PlayStation Store. Well, not somehow, but I guess like it only got on, like some certain regions, because like it didn't appear on mine. I think it was like exclusive like Canada game or something, but yeah. I do remember that game. It was apparently like super slop. Like, of all people were just making videos slopping it, so. The AI games. AIs ruin the game stores. I've used AI art before, only once, but didn't publish it. Goodness. Despicable. Well, that's fine. If you're just like messing around the program and see what it can do, that's fine. As long as you don't use it for malicious reasons, try to trick people. As a lot of people seem to do. I'd imagine it'd be like super hectic with the fucking mobile market these days, right? Where it used to be like they'd make a trailer, which like has nothing that looks like the game to you to download the game. And now it'd be like AI, right? Make it look insanely over the top, and then it's like really basic, correct? So self-entertainment, yeah, exactly. If you like, you just want to see, I don't know. Curiosity never hurt anybody, right? Unless you're paying for it, then oops. Every ad is some weird AI-generated anime girl game. Yeah, exactly. And like this jiggle over, right? Mom, I saw boobs, I want it. And download the game. What? It's nothing like the ad. And then, of course, the ad's like, look at this! 500,000 downloads! We're so great! Come on! Download the game! Right? Look how many people are playing! Quote unquote, playing. When it's just like an X amount of people that have downloaded it. Right?
Us.
Oh yeah, I want to make that... Yeah, that one doesn't move, right? Okay, so that should be fine. So...
Care to join us?
Yeah, perfect. Excellent! Alright. So then we just fill in all these gaps accordingly. I want... Because I've made this a little bit lighter than normal white. It looks normal white, but it's not. Or is it? Oh, it is! Oh, I thought it was like a little bit more yellower. Weird. It might have been just like the color palette, unlike the other characters, right? Could have been done. That's how one of these downloaded games were actually immediately uninstalled, right? It's like you're like, oh man, trash. You uninstall it, but still they got your download, so their number goes up by 1 because you downloaded it. Yeah. But to be fair, I've fallen into that myself. Looked at the store. Oh, not bad. I think like there were some ads on. I think it was Instagram. Oh yeah, I want to change the color of this as well, don't I? Yep. But yeah, being like, oh look at this, and then it's pretty much like every game is like, you do a thing and then number go up. Look at this. You can. It's wood cutting simulator or whatever, and look now you got a giant woodcutter machine, and oh my god, look at all the wood you're getting. And then you download the game, and it's like, buy $25 pass to make wood go faster. Right. Goodness. It's like either that or it's like wait a day, and then you can do it for like 10 minutes or whatever. Pretty much like the mobile market is. Oh, to be fair, like all their games are free. A majority of the games are free. Games like like that. I'd rather just pay $5 for a game and then play it forever, versus get it for free and get dominated by ads or like buy our season pass or whatever. So yeah. Oh, so satisfying. This game is so satisfying. This game will calm you within 2 minutes, etc. Yeah, exactly. Being like, I need that. Right. I want to be calm. Or I think like a non-notorious benefactor of that is like, this lo-fi playlist will calm your ADD or whatever. And then it's like all stolen music, so... Yeah. Keep it in the background while you sleep. And then, of course, you do that, and they get paid. Probably in very small amounts, but still. I'm guessing every penny counts. Right. I wanna rage. Right. Yeah, everyone's... Yeah. It's like everyone's trying to scam you. But at the same time, it's probably like not hard for people to fall into this kind of trap, so it works. It's like people like lying directly at your face. Yeah, I wonder if there's like any like shutdowns for that kind of stuff. It's like obviously like there's a scam call centers, and apparently like that's illegal. And if people like really know what they're doing, and they can like get those busted. But I wonder if there's like a similar thing for those kind of like studios. Be like some sort of, I don't know, some sort of loophole in the law enforcement. Be like fake infringement or something. Somehow get them sued. I don't know. Who knows? What about those ads where they have a guy who sucks so much at the game, I hate this so much, Oh yeah, only 0.2 players have beaten this level pink, and that's like the easiest thing in the world. And then you're like, I can do that. And then they gotcha. Right. Or it's like some person that's making like all the wrong choices, and it's like, I can make the right choices. I'll download it and make the right choices. Right. Goodness. The moral of the story is buy Balatro and just play that, because like honestly, out of like every mobile game that I've bought and played that I've actually spent money on, I could probably recommend that over anything else. Absolutely. Because like I used to play Marble Snap as well, and they used to do their season passes, which was like $15. I'm like, yeah, that's not bad. But I think they used to do them like every month. And it was more or less you were paying like $15 for like a card. So I think I stopped playing that. Because I don't know. It got to a point where like everyone was like using the exact same strategy, and I'm like, nah, I'm more or less just like playing like the same deck over and over. So I'm good. I'm good on that. Care to join us? I love that scene and the arm. So excited you're animating it. Keep up the amazing work. Ah, cheers. Will do. Exactly. Yes, yes. Yes, this is the care to join us scene. Exactly. And I'm almost done animating it, so I'll play it in a second. Let me finish coloring this lip sync, so. I have an Android install Lucky Patcher mod to remove ads and labs. Oh, interesting. I have to look into that. Oh, to be fair, like these days, like there's only like one game I need, so I'm probably not gonna download any more mobile games because I actually don't need them. So, though I have that Clash of Clans recommended to me, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't really need it. Because like there's a couple of my workmates that play that, and I'm like, do I want to get into that? I don't know. The only game I think I wasted money on a game was Dokkan Battle. I'm very reserved when spending money. Yeah, fair. Though that's why I always say indie games are king, especially in this day and age, because they're cheaper and you usually get a way more unique experience than your AAA experience, right? So versus it's Call of Duty 19 or it's Dark Souls again. Right. You only play Clash of Clans? Oh, there you go. Though I'm sure they have some sort of like microtransaction like input, right? Because I've seen ads for them. They have like some renowned actors in it. So obviously they can pay them, right? So obviously that game's doing quite well. Yeah, I don't know. That's what happens when you get that throwaway money, right? Because I think it was what's that game? Angry Birds, right? I think I saw a video of like them showing off their studio once, and they had like Angry Birds themed everything. Just like sodas and like merchandise, like whatever, you know, you could think of. I'm not sure if it was just for them or I don't know, but that's where the real money comes in. Merchandising. Speaking of injury, I never got the hype over Balatro until you played it, right? And then you're like, I can't stop playing. Oh no, one more run. Right. I think it was I slowly kind of got all my friends into it as well. Because I got my friend into it, and then he got another friend of mine into it, and then by watching us play, another friend of mine got into it, so ironically it slowly manifested my friend group like a virus, so Yeah, but I'm actually very interested to see what they do for like the next update for that. Because apparently there's going to be new cards and balancing and card reworks, so I'm extremely interested to see what they do for that. Because it's like the what is it? There's like one card that's like it only triggers when like a boss's ability triggers, and like nobody knows what it does or how to use it. So apparently that card's getting completely reworked. So I'm interested. Angry Birds really fell off because they made 2 and kept on going with 2 and started deleting other entries like Rio, Space, and some others, right? Yeah, I guess you want to, especially like in indie development, you want to kind of ride that fine line as high as you can, as fast as you can, right? Exactly what happened to Five Nights at Freddy's. So keep your games small, keep them frequent until eventually you don't have to make them anymore. So correct. That boss that flips off all the cards. I hate that guy so much. Right. Alright, cool. So, ooh, hang on. Let me just zoom in here. And then it should be... Yeah, there we are. So it should be...
Yosuke is C. Care to join us?
Yeah, so there we are. So I've tweened all that, but that's supposed to be how it's supposed to be. Because obviously it's supposed to be Yosuke seeing this, right, and his kind of like perception of this whole entire thing. And also I made their eyes completely different colors than what they're supposed to be, because apparently they're all supposed to be grey. So I made them blue and green. So there you are. Okay, there's that done. Excellent. Alright, what else is there to do? Stuff. Actually, the scene's almost done. Actually, let me play without the music. Get out of here, Sonic Mania. Go away.
Hey, thanks for letting me stay in your tent, you guys. I really appreciate Senpai? Are you okay?
What is actually happening?
Hey, Senpai, what's up?
What Yosuke is seeing.
Care to join us? Senpai, what?
Dude, no!
Okay,
Women's
that's not what I'm
contagious,
listening
dude!
to.
I love women, dude!
So do I.
No, you don't, dude!
Nuh-uh, man. I totally
Yeah,
love
we-
chicks.
I love chicks more!
If that's what you think, I'm gonna go hit the girls' tent right now. Because I love women!
Okay, yeah, it's almost done. Sick. Excellent. Yeah, there's just some minor lip syncing I need to do, and I need to animate this part, so let's animate this part. Cool. Actually, how long have I been on for? Where are we? Just an hour, that's fine. Excellent. You listen to Pink? Exactly. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be the Persona 3 battle theme. Actually, I don't think I actually figured that out until like way later. But you can hear like, burn my bread, that part. But yeah, that's exactly what he's listening to. A little Easter egg, I suppose. Okay, so that'll be... Okay, so that'll more also be like, when he's like yelling, and... Right. Let's get rid of that. So we'll have like a closed mouth, but I'll repeat it twice, so I don't have to draw it twice. So, oh, I don't want that. Let's make it red. Oh, not red, black. Sorry. What? Ah. What are colors? We made them up. So kind of... Oh, it might be a bit too much then. Why did Makoto leave his oven on for too long? Exactly, he burned his bread. How could it have been? What is a joke that you really like? Hi, I'm Daisy. Comic mine has to be, and no one did into that. Like, that's a good one. Not sure. I probably have to like go through and like watch it like in full again. Like it's been a while since I watched the originals in full. But hey, that might be a good idea for like a watch along, right? Yeah, and I think I was like half tempted to do like a director's commentary once this is all done. So though it's so fast and so rapid, I probably have to like pause, correct, and be like, this is what I want to do with this part, and this is what I want to do with this part, and right. So just my ideas at the time. So that also might be an idea. Makoto left the oven on when he became a door. Oh yeah, that's right. The answer, right? Which is apparently back in the remake, so I'm guessing he becomes a door again. Yeah, there we are. Because I played through Persona 3, but I played through Portable, which doesn't have that ending, so I remember I was very confused when I didn't become a door. It's like, what's everyone talking about this door? I don't get it. But then people informed me, so yes. Who wants to talk about murder? I think it might be Teddy's existential crisis corner from the 5th part. He's like, alright, time to get serious, I'm gonna kill everyone. Right? That's a good one. Yeah, when I do that part, I want to make it like very over the top. And like I want to make it like a 90s children program, complete with like fake sets, right? Cardboard, cutout looking backgrounds. That'll be fun. The guy who voices Teddy also does the commentary, sometimes for Persona 4 Ultimate. Arena Ultimate. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I think it was, there's been a few people that did the original voices for the original dub. They actually found my animation. I think it was Temi Chang who did the voice for Nanako. She found it. And was it Omadon, I think his name is, who did the voice for Teddy? He found it. The guy who did the voice for Yosuke, he found it. I think that's it. Oh yeah, F-Steak. Yeah, that's one forever, right? I'm gonna make his mouth kind of like maybe a bit the other direction, because he'll be pissed, right? Oh, there we go. Yeah, perfect. Hi, I'm Daisy coming is so peak, right? Yeah. And I think like I've even debated if I want to do like the Metal Gear dub afterwards after I'm done with this, but this is taking so long. I'm like, I don't know. Probably if I was to do it, I might like cheat a bit. I might do like mostly tweening than actual animating. Well, to be fair, it's hard to say, but at the same time, like I want to do like original stuff as well, so I don't know. And there's also my game streams as well. I'm not sure if I want to like put like more time into that, but at the same time, like I'm not sure if like there are people that watch my game streams, but at the same time, there's obviously less people, less of an audience over there than there is here, so yeah, hard to say. Yes. If they're doing Persona 4 Remake, I'll be saddened that they won't use the same cast, but I have faith they'll find the right voice for my favorite characters. Exactly. Yeah, it'll be different, but at the same time, it'll probably grow on you, right? It's like, you get used to Chie's voice actor from Golden, right? And then you go back and you listen to the original one for PS2, and you're like, holy shit, this is so different. But at the same time, it's kind of similar, right? So, yeah. And as well, I'm assuming like the ones they found for Persona 3 remake are fitting. So I'm assuming they won't find of something obviously like very different. So plus Persona 3 remake might make a cameo. Oh yeah, exactly, because they go to the Persona 3 school in Golden, right? So makes sense. How did Margaret get use number? Yeah, I did like when I animated that though. She like leans out of the text bubble a bit. I thought that was like a very nice touch. I'm not sure if anybody cared, but I don't know. I liked it. Yeah, I always say you should always push your art, especially with animation. Like, don't be afraid to like keep things safe. Definitely should try to push it, as hard as you want. Yeah, it's fine. You can do that. Imagine if they get high MDAZ and/or the voice actors in Yosuke goes through breakup to replace most of the main cast, right? Yeah, they get like the original cast from like the dub. Correct. That'd be crazy. They come and get like the voice actors from like this dub to like overtake them. You know how to do the voice, right? Hilarious. Do you ever think they'll have Alex Lee voice every single character in the Persona 4 remake? Not familiar who that is. Let's do some research, shall we? On the fly. Hold on. Alex Lee. Oh, Alex Lee with one E. Known for Demon Slayer and Solo Leveling. Oh, Street Fighter 6. Oh, he voiced Luke. Oh, yeah, I know who this guy is. Right. Voiced Batman and DC Heroes United. He's done like a bunch of voices for video games and anime. Interesting. Though I guess like if that's kind of like the thing you're in, right? Because obviously like you get good at the craft and you can kind of like break in. Right, because what was it? The voice actress that does the voice of 2B from Nier Automata, she was like she was Rina-chan from Newgrounds, right? And then she eventually broke into voice acting, so it can happen. He's the guy who voices like everyone nowadays. Oh, right, I see. He's got to compete with what's his face, Nolan North, and other voice actors, other well-known voice actors. Who's hang on, who's that other voice actor? Who did Nathan Drake? Nathan Drake voice actor. Oh yeah, Nolan North. And yeah, Troy Baker's the other one, right? Yeah, because I think Troy Baker made the joke. It's like, if you want to get the voice acting, you gotta wait for me and Nolan North to die, and then you can get into voice acting, right? Because like they get scooped up like a majority of the roles. But yeah, I assume like like anime voice acting would be like very specific, right? Okay. I guess so. Hang on. Look at that. Oh yeah, I like the whole entire like audio is like big. Yeah. Okay, so I think his mouth will be closed here. It's very difficult to tell, like, when there's, like, a bunch of, like, audio going on. So, there's obviously, like, a lot of sound effects all happening at once. So it's quite difficult to tell. Because I've just, like, got the one audio track that, like, I ripped from the dub, right? But I'm guessing, like, if you're working with your own thing, you'd have, like, you know... You have the voice, you have the sound effects, you have the music, like, all the individual layers, but I unfortunately don't have that luxury, so... I gotta kind of work with what I got. Okay, I think I want his mouth to be kind of... smaller in here, maybe. New game theory, Kanji is the shadow of Adachi. Kanji loves women, exactly. Although I think that was an idea that I had for the original dub, because I kind of like tried to... I kind of tried to do it a little bit, right? Because I had the idea of like all the Persona 5 characters are in Persona 4, but they're all kids. And I did a little bit of that, but that's not a thread that I followed with too much. There we are. Keep his mouth like a little bit closed. But yeah, I'm assuming like this, like, you know, different schools in different areas that all go at the same time. Or maybe like every game happens like a little bit after the last one, right? Because in Persona 4 you go to the Persona 3 school and there's like the shy girl and she's like, oh, I used to be like super shy, but that was like in the past, right? Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'm like, oh, I probably could take that mouth and kind of just change his oh no, the mouth. Take that frame and change his mouth like an O shape, and I'll make it so that he's not like as high, or these like, you know, a stretch isn't as big. Yeah, that works. This. And that's all my proof, exactly. That's all the proof you need, right? Okay, so we want to like make it an O mouth, right? Yeah. It's gonna be like, where? Kind of like... FES Mass Destruction or Original, which is better? I think I like this version the most. They're all quite similar. All the Persona 3 battle things, but I think this is the one I kind of found first, so this is the one I added to like the video game playlist. Though I guess it's like personal taste as well. It's like, you know, whatever game you played, it's like that one's the best, right? Versus one that's like completely different. So we want to kind of like, yeah. Oh, there is like, I'm not sure if I want to make his teeth showing a bit. Yeah, just a bit, it's fine. And it's this extreme close-up. You'll see his tongue as well, right? Yeah. Yeah. So be like... Okay. I like that frame though, that's good. Oh, do I want to make him like a little bit shrunken? Yeah. Yeah, a little bit. And we won't do any easing on the smaller frames or like the down frames. Right. Right, just make it so that you bounce as much as possible. Did I completely forget to draw his eyebrows? Ew. Oh, I did. Oops. Oh, not his eyebrows, just like the lines. Like the eyebrows, right? Yeah. Yeah, okay. That's fine, I can just add them in. No sweat. And then this one here. There we go. Easy. Well, you have to keep like all the bits of detail in, but still. Good for consistency. But yeah, I need to add some more music into this playlist. Because I didn't really add that much, because last time you guys can hear it anyway, so... I was like, I need to add that much. So I added a bunch from the first and second stream. So I was like, I don't add too much. Considering nobody could hear it last time anyway, but... Yeah, I definitely need to test the audio before I go live. That might be the smart thing to do. Instead of being like, nah, it's fine. Whatever. No, so I want to kind of like make it like an O, like a more of a circular mouth. Because I go where, like it's kind of like an O mouth that kind of like goes into like a more of an angled mouth, right? Yeah. Correct. It'll make his tongue kind of appear as he moves. It doesn't have to be one for one with the previous frame because you won't even see it, really. It'll be on screen for one frame, so ain't no big deal. Yeah, I can easily just go back to that room. Yeah. And is that all the... Yeah, that's all I need. Excellent. I'll make sure I didn't miss anything. It's fine. Oh, is this arcade Capcom collection? Some? Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm just worried about like any like music being claimed, though I think this one's fine. Because I think like covers, people can be like, I made that! Get copyrighted striked. But this one didn't get picked up the first time I played it, so should be fine. That's like obviously why I'm playing like game music, because it kind of slips under the radar. Correct. This animation is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends, right? Oh goodness. Remember when friggin' everyone was doing that? Goodness. You can put in my code to get Kremrilled for free. Right. Goodness. Copyright should be called copy wrong. Yeah, exactly. Right. Could imagine if somebody like copyrights the word copy wrong and then makes all of that copywriting. Makes their own copyright with their own rules, which is under copyright. Oh my god, the meta. Be crazy. Now we're thinking. Yeah, though I think a lot of websites have like their own rules and legal know-hows, right? That's why like you can more or less like take anything and throw it on YouTube and nobody can do anything, versus, you know, you put it somewhere else and people can take it down and be like, I made that. Though I think it's all about, what was it, everyone was getting worried about DMCA a while back, so everyone kind of like had to hide their ass, even though it didn't really affect anybody, but still. There's still like some legal stuff about that, just in case. Right. It's like nothing will happen, but just in case it does, please don't sue me. Right. Skibidi Toilet is copyrighted. Yeah, which is crazy. Yeah, well, to be fair, I'm guessing like just the... like, because they've gone from like the Gmod stuff and they don't really use that anymore, so... So like they've made kind of like the character based on that. And kind of like they made their own version, which is still a bit fishy, but at the same time Valve probably doesn't care, so... because they own Steam. So, I mean, there's literally a game on Steam which is called Hunt the Freeman, which is supposed to be like some fans' sequel to Half-Life 2, which apparently is super bad, but at the same time it's on Steam and you can buy it. So if they don't give a shit about that, they probably don't care about Skibidi Toilet, I'm assuming. They'll probably be like, well, when that fad's dead, we'll still be here, right? They have it for birthdays and action figures. Yeah, but at the same time, it's not going to be around forever, so... Very popular with this generation, but what happens when this generation grows up? It will be gone. Right. It's not going to be Skibidi Toilet forever. They even tried for games, but they lost it. Which is ironic. Something based off a game, kind of get their own game. Which would be hard. Like, I've seen like those mobile, like, you know, Capture the Point, which is based off Skibidi Toilet, but at the same time, I'm like, can't tell if that's like real. Or if that's the real people behind the Skibidi Toilet that made it, or if it's somebody else that's kind of just jack into what they're doing and make a profit off it, right? Trying to take their own IP and just, you know... Probably before like they made it legally theirs, right? Because I see a lot of that. Even more was it that meme shark that's going around. That's like wearing the shoes. I think I've seen a bunch of games that people have already made based on that. And apparently that's the big hottest meme that's going around now, so... Yeah, one lost forever, yeah, exactly. So what happened to Uganda Knuckles, Ouija, etc. Brain rot from back then is long gone. Yeah, exactly, nobody talks about those anymore, so... It's like dabbing. It's like, that was huge, but does anybody dab anymore? Nope. So... It's just of the time, and I'll be gone in 5 years. Or, yeah, 10 years, or however long it takes. Then we'll move on to the next thing. The internet evolves, exactly. Yeah. Like I've always said, you know, you can't predict like what the next biggest thing is. And it could be like something that already exists, you just don't know it. Like those Simpsons memes that have like started becoming huge and super popular. They're like digging up memes from like a 20-year-old show and exposing them to a new audience, and suddenly become super huge, right? Jeez. Why isn't anyone hitting the Harlem Shake anymore? Oh goodness, yeah. Especially talking about the Simpsons, fucking hell. Remember when the Simpsons tried chasing that? Goodness gracious, how embarrassing. Do the Homer Shake! I could not fucking believe my eyes. How embarrassing. Did I do that nose in that previous one? I didn't. Oops. Oh, no. Yeah, that must be the most difficult thing to be like an animation studio. I'm not an animation studio, but like an animation channel that's like trying to hit like the newest, hottest thing like every like other month or every other week. When it's like you're trying to, you know, hit what's now, and then that meme's gonna be dead in like, you know, a couple of months. So shit's gonna get dated real quick. But at the same time, I'm guessing like you're trying to get as many views as you can now versus, you know, in a couple of months' time. Because I think there was an animation channel that I did dip into every now and then, and they did the what was it, the drip Goku meme where he's wearing like the Supreme clothing, and I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be dated in like a couple of months. Oh dear. And as well, like it horribly dates your stuff as well. Because when people look back at it, it's like, oh goodness, remember that? Terrible. Absolutely. When a show appeals using memes or something, isn't a show anymore, it's a product. Yeah, exactly. It becomes less of, that's funny, versus, I know what that is. Though, I don't know, some kids these days can't tell the difference. Because in my friend group, or in my online friend group, there's like actually one person in there that's quite young. And everything that comes out, he's like, oh my god, it's amazing! Oh, not that, but he's like, oh, I can't believe they're doing blank! And I'm like, this is a mass media production which is supposed to appeal to a wider audience, and it's having the most effect on you. So it's doing exactly what it needs to do. So yes. As soon as I watch a show and one of the characters starts vlogging out, turning it off. Right. Or they do the old cell phone thing where they're typing on the phone and the text appears on screen. So you can see what they're typing. That's a classic. Literally Megamind versus the Doom Syndicate. Oh, yeah, that's right. That was that Megamind meme that came back for a little bit. Though even if you were to reference that now, it'd be like, why? It's not relevant anymore. It wasn't relevant at the time, but that brief period, it was relevant. Right. Literally, the moment that title card moved out of the way, I immediately loses all promise. They never should have listened to people. Should have ended Megamind on a good note. Exactly. How dare you leave it open for memes? Terrible. Oh, to be fair, I've actually forgotten everything about Megamind. I watched it once, and then I like forgot the movie as soon as I watched it. Although it wasn't supposed to be like a reverse superhero movie, because the main guy is like a villain, but then he learns to become a good guy, and then the good guy is actually the bad guy all along. Something like that. You don't remember anything about that movie? Probably got a Netflix special or something. Exactly like what happened to Monsters vs. Aliens. Made a movie about it, made a series about it that nobody watched, and that's it. I remember like a lot of like DreamWorks productions having like direct to Netflix cartoons based on them. Though I guess it's kind of like how they used to make sequels to like literally every Disney movie they could back in the day, but they're all direct to video, right? Because obviously, like a sequel. Well, it's hard to say. Like, they are still making sequels to animated movies, but at the same time, if they're like, we can't, like, you know, if it wasn't as popular. Well, I guess, like, if it wasn't really popular, they wouldn't even bother now, right? So, 'cause everything's getting so expensive. Hard to say. I don't know. Ask an accountant. Now all the Disney movies are live-action remakes? Oh, not that. As well as that, Zootopia's getting a sequel. Though it was incredibly crazy when it was, what was it? There was that one movie with The Rock, what was it? And the girl, they, like, made a sequel to it recently. But also, like, they're doing the live-action version soon as well, so... which is insane. DreamWorks is doing that too. Saw a trailer today for a live-action How to Train Your Dragon. Ugh. How long until Illumination? Right. Yeah, how long until we get a live-action Minions movie? Oh, goodness. Please no. Not that I care anyway, but still. Hell, that has its fans, or I guess, like, I don't know. It's like, people that like Minions is obviously like kids and like grandmas. And for some reason, like, it has like a very strong female audience for some reason. Very odd. Like a friend of mine, their ex, they really love Minions for like whatever reason. They love two things. They love Minions and they love Christmas, which is very odd. Strange. Because I remember they had a calendar of the Minions hung up, and it was the wrong month, and I went to change it, and she saw me doing it, and she's like, "Don't touch it." I'm like, "But I'm going to change it to the right month." She's like, "Don't touch it." I'm like, "Fine, all right, I'll leave it be." I feel like Minions is all Illumination has. Yeah, it's like their biggest property, so obviously they're gonna ride that to the end of the time, but how long are they gonna be able to do it until it stops making profit? But you know what they'll do? They'll do exactly what they did with Shrek, right? Where they make a ton of sequels and they stop for a while, and then make another one. And then, like, all the kids that are now adults, they go all nostalgic, so then they take their kids. So... Yeah. No doubt. A Minions calendar? Yeah. Yeah, I'm guessing you'd like find like Minions merch of anything, so I bought a Minions calendar for whatever reason. I'm guessing maybe they liked the Minion on that month, so they wanted to keep it that. I don't know. People are weird, man. Next up, Minions butt vlog. Hey man, I wouldn't be surprised. Actually, don't look at my search history, but I am interested. Minions butt plug. There isn't, but there's one that's very interesting shaped. Oh wait, hang on. Oh, there's not. Thank God you guys can't see this. Oh, where am I? Oh, weird. Oh, weird. There's definitely some interesting Minions merchandise out there. Not official, but... Oh dear. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. No way it already exists. It doesn't, but there's a very, I'll draw it. I'll draw it. I'm not gonna draw like a ween or anything, but... You better be on incognito! Oh, I should have thought of that shit. But yeah, there's a Minion. Obviously, you know the Minion, right? It's like, you know, has the eye. You know. But there's a Minion with a very interesting shape, head, like that. So yeah, it wouldn't take much. It wouldn't take much. So it's not a butt plug, but hey man, what's the old saying? Everything can be a dildo if you're brave enough, right? Goodness. Yeah, anyway, it's fine. Nobody uses the computer but me, so... It's not like my family's gonna get on the computer and be like, what? Minion, what? You've been looking up what? Goodness. That poor Minion. Right. Why do you wash your Minions so much? You know, I just like to keep it clean, right? Yeah. Low-key want to buy it for shits and giggles. Like, gifted to somebody. Be like, hey man, use it for whatever you want. I'm not gonna judge. But what was it? Oh, I remember, like, what was it forever ago when Amiibos was super popular? I think it was like some sort of like forum thread or like a Reddit thread or something. It was like the list of what Amiibos can be used as butt plugs from like top to like from lowest to highest. So obviously somebody tried them all. Oh no. Dear, oh dear. Sorry for your intrusion. I need to use your computer to search up something starting with M. I need to use the computer. Oops, hit Control H. What's this? Huh? Ugh. A Minion banana, right? No, it's from the movie where it says banana, right? It's funny. I didn't use it for anything else. I just bought it because I thought it was funny. No. MySpace, right? Is MySpace still a thing? I think like last time I searched for MySpace, it was still alive, but you know, it was more or less just a place that bands used to spread their awareness. It wasn't used for social media purposes anymore. Well, I guess that's still social media, but yeah. Yeah, though I remember when Facebook was first around, when that very first became a thing. I remember it was pretty much borderline a MySpace clone. You could more or less like change your page and do whatever you wanted with it. Interesting that it kind of dethroned it. Though I think like a lot of things, like after a while, Facebook like streamlined the process, got rid of all the clutter, right? And then it was the place to go, right? Wonder if MySpace is still alive after all. I'll check after I'm done drawing this room. Ooh. I already feel it in my hands, ramping up already. Jeez. Yeah, because where are we now? We should be like at the 2-hour mark, right? Yeah. Oh, just shy the 2-hour mark. Yep. Okay, where are we? MySpace. Oh, it's still around. Yep. Name or artist? Oh, okay, yeah. It's definitely like still used for like a music thing, it looks like. Yep. Yeah, like all the news is like, yeah, the best in music and culture. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's definitely still like a music thing. Yeah, okay. So it's more social media for your music versus social media for yourself, I suppose. Makes sense. Not a social media platform? Not feeling burnt out yet? Oh, not really. A little bit, but yeah, I find I can like usually do this for like 3 hours at a time, so probably crack out another hour or so. Yeah. But if I was doing this on my own, I'd probably like, take breaks or like, 15-minute breaks where I look up something else or like do something else. So. Because I remember that's what I used to do when I was on the computer for like 10 hours a day, every day. Like I wouldn't be drawing the whole entire time. I like, draw for a little bit, then I'd do something else. Then draw for a little bit and do something else. So. But when I'm constantly drawing, it's a bit more aggressive. Stuff if you wanna, no issue with that. No, it's all good. I need the motivation. We need to get this done. Right. I need it done now. Right, meow. But yeah, I'll take like tiny breaks here and there. Oh, like, you know, for like a couple of minutes. Like that was like, you know, 2 minutes. Oh, I guess I could like take like, you know, 5-minute breaks here and there where I could get up and stretch and walk around, so. Because I know that some streamers do that, like on the hour, every hour, they take like a 5-minute break, so. That could be something that I could do. Put up a Be Right Back screen and turn up the music a bit. Could be an idea. Yeah. But I'll have to look into how to do that. Like I only just know how to use OBS. Barely know how to do anything else. Goodness. What's the song playing right now? This is. Oh, where are we? I'll just. Oh, it went away! Oh, asshole. Hang on, let me rewind this. Oh, yeah, that was from. Yeah, it's from Marvel vs. Capcom. This is a lo-fi remix that somebody made. It's just lo-fi Marvel vs. Capcom Clash of Superheroes by Heavy Machine Gun. And that was the staff role. So that was the very last song in the video. So that's what that was. So if you want to find that yourself, you can. Okay, this one should be easy then. Yeah. Oh, I think I might want to make him shake as well. For emphasis. Like when he like fully extends his mouth, I can like make it go up and down. So it could be like, women! Right. That might be a cool idea. And that won't really be hard to do. Do I want to make his teeth kind of a little bit, you know, like that, and look kind of like Stardust like popped out, and they'll kind of like line the shape as he kind of opens his mouth wider. Right, yeah. Yeah, wasn't the team that made Sonic Mania, didn't they? Oh yeah, that's right. They did that was it Penny's Rollaway Arcade or whatever it is, that game. Forgot all about that, jeez. Apparently that game's okay. I don't know. I reckon I should give it a shot at some point because I'm like very into platformers. That's like my home ground. That's like what I grew up with. A lot of 2D and 3D platformers. Play those endlessly to death. It's probably worth a shot. I don't know. I think it just came out like when I was like obviously playing like a lot of other stuff, so I kind of slipped through the cracks. That's right. It's Penny's Big Breakaway, right? Yeah. That's the name. Top 3 things that have to be ported to everything. Alright, number 1, Resident Evil 4. Goodness. I remember when that was like being ported to like everything. And I was like, again? But still, that was like their #1 huge hit, right? Bad Apple, Doom, and Sonic Mania, right? Yeah, I was actually thinking about the original Doom not too long ago, because I don't think I've actually played the original Doom myself. And you can like get it on modern consoles, which is crazy. Because I think I was trying to play a bit of the Doom Eternal, and I was just not having a fun time. So I was like, what if I just went back and played the original Doom? Because why not? But yeah, that's the old meme, right? Doom can be ported to anything. Because like the people have found ways to get Doom playing on like an ATM machine, like a school calculator, and just like, you know, whatever, a microwave, and like a refrigerator, just like whatever. But I think I did draw the ear. I did. Excellent. Let's fix that right now. I got it running on a pregnancy test. Yeah, that's right. It's like something that you wouldn't think is possible. Yeah, we got it running on that too. Maybe in the future on an SSD, right? Yeah, I did see somebody recently playing a version of Majora's Mask where somebody went in and they like redid everything in the game, like all the assets. So they more or less made it the highest quality they could. And like they're like, yeah, you can just play Doom inside this game if you want to. And like they ran a computer and Link sat down and just started playing Doom in Majora's Mask. It's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is fully playable as well, so you can just play Doom inside Majora's Mask if you really want to. So. And no, not the program on an SSD, like Windows install running it, running on the SSD only. Alright. So it's on the SSD itself. No computer involved. Goodness. But yeah, I think a lot of people have been saying that about the original Doom, well, not the original Doom, about the remakes and how they kind of echo Doom 1, 2, and 3. Like Doom 2016 to the original Doom, it's amazing, everyone loves it. Doom 2 to Doom Eternal, kind of divisive, but like there's still a lot of majority of players that like it. And Doom 3 to Doom Dark Ages, they take a lot of risks and they kind of just change the formula. So history repeats itself apparently. But then again, I guess it's like exactly the same as that conversation we just had before. You want to give people exactly what they want and expect, but you don't want to do the same thing again. So it's hard. Trying to find that fine line. If anything, I say you do the same thing again, but you play as a character who plays completely different, right? Do the old Mega Man logic. Or Shovel Knight logic. Yeah, it's like one thing I've loved in games. Where like you can tackle a level that you've already done before, but you play as a character that plays completely differently. So you can tackle it in a new way. And you already had the experience of beating this level before, but now you kind of gotta kind of adapt on the fly based on their abilities, right? Didn't Doom Eternal launch on the same day as Animal Crossing New Horizons? Yeah, it did. Yeah, because a lot of people were drawing those crossover images. There was Isabelle and in like over the top, killing demons and whatnot. Yes, indeed. But who was the superior game in that regard? Animal Crossing, apparently. Oh, to be fair, Animal Crossing did come out like pretty much just as COVID was peaking, so it was perfect timing because everyone was stuck indoors with nothing to do. So let's hang out at Animal Crossing, right? Yeah. Nintendo Switch 2 is out. Correct. I have one. You want to hear the buttons to prove it? I can prove it. Hold on. Because it makes brand new clicky noises, which are different from the Switch 1. Ooh, let me grab it real quick. Alright, where's the microphone on this? At the bottom right, so I'm not sure if this picks up or not, but should actually look at my OBS and find out, right? Ooh, there we are. So it doesn't. Let me turn up the sound. As loud as I can go. Oh, kinda. Aha. Then that one makes that noise, and this will make this noise. Oop. Yeah, I do like that though, how like every icon makes like their own individual noise. It's like a very nice touch. I wonder if they will fix the eShop? Absolutely not! Because I've always said that with Nintendo products, right? They never look at what other people are doing, they just kind of do their own thing, so... Because if anybody remembers how jank the Wii store was, goodness gracious. And that was like that first online store, right? Because they didn't look at what anyone else was doing, they kind of just did what they thought would work. And it wasn't great, so... Goodness. Okay. But yeah, I think I was like trying to re-download all my old games onto the Switch 2 and I had to re-download them every single one by one. I couldn't just select them all and just be a hit download. So that was annoying. Because I made like a meme tweet. It's very slow, yeah. Where was it? I'll show y'all. If you didn't see it, where are we? There it is. Yeah, it actually did fairly well, but I was expecting it to blow up a bit more. But hey, you guys can retweet it if you want. I don't know. But yeah, it was like just 3 games. This is all I need. It was like the GameCube emulator, Persona 4, and Hard Time 3. So I was like, this is funny, right? And some people liked it and retweeted it, but I don't know. It didn't do Iron Man numbers, but yeah, did okay. I'm hearing the Switch is 2 that's having issues running Switch 1 games. Really? Apparently there is some weirdness. Apparently, like, there's some bugs happening with Splatoon 3, I heard. Like, there's some exploits that people apparently have found already using the Switch 2, trying to play Splatoon 3. Something to that degree. I'm not sure exactly what they are, but I did overhear that. Some of my friends were talking about that. Just kind of overheard it and I didn't investigate. Because I don't think I'll really care about playing that game much in the future. That game's kind of done and dusted, in my opinion. But yeah, I'm assuming it won't run perfectly. It'll probably be like something they have to fix later on, because this is the first time they're doing, or not the first time doing, but it's the first time they're doing backwards compatibility in quite a while, so yeah. Not as simple as like just checking in the disk, right? And the game reading it. Metopia is having some graphical glitches. Interesting. Yeah, that's interesting, like some people like playing in like these older games on like modern hardware. Or like maybe some people have been playing these games forever, and like why wouldn't they not play them? It's like I'm still playing, or it could be the case of like they're just playing it through on the Switch 1, even later in its life cycle. And it's like, I'm still playing through this, I want to play it through on my Switch 2, because I just got it, right? Virtual game cards. Yeah, because I'm currently playing through Tears of the Kingdom. And I just ported my save over to the Switch 2, and it more or less just picked up exactly where I was. But at the same time, that also got a brand new 4K re-release as well, so could have been a case of like the game just ready up and good to go. So versus a game that's untouched and it's just on the Switch 1, could have some weirdness. Because I'm not sure if that happened between PS4 and PS5. I don't think so. Because I've played a number of PS4 games on my PS5, and I don't think I've actually encountered anything that doesn't work properly, so... Hard to say. I hate virtual game cards. Well, it's more or less like just a concept, right? Because they're just doing exactly what they did with virtual games, but now you can just share it with your friends if you so choose to. So it's just for that. Instead of you having your... Oh, actually, that'd be a good idea, because Nintendo games are always so very overpriced, right? So you go halves with your friends, you pay $50, or no, you pay $40 and he pays $40 and you bring a brand new game, right? And then, you can play for 2 weeks and he can play for 2 weeks and then you can play for 2 weeks, so it'd be good for that. Because the idea is like you can load it out to somebody, and then once the 2 weeks up, it automatically returns to you, right? And the save files don't come with it; it's all like internal, right? So it'd be good for that, but I'm guessing if you bought something full price and your friend is on the fence of being like, I don't know, it's like, all right, hey man, give me like $20 and you can play for 2 weeks. could be good for that. Like, send me $10 or something, whatever. Instead of have to pay full price, you can play mine for like 2 weeks. Think of yourself like a personal renter. Literally just make all the games digital and available on all consoles with the same accounts. Oh, so for that as well. Good idea, right? Yeah, I guess I'm thinking because I just have like a Switch to myself, right? And I have like no additional users, so I'm not sure if it changes. Like if you have a different user, you can only like have like one game card per user or whatnot, or like use it at a time where you have to reload it, or I'm not sure. But it's supposed to be impossible to do what Steam Family Link did. I don't know. Hard to say. Yeah, you'd think that'd be a thing, right? Because like Nintendo's supposed to be like a child-friendly console, right? So you think it'd be like a family thing. Every member of the family would have their own account on the Switch, and like you pay a bit more, get things at a discount. Like what Netflix and Spotify do, where they have like dual memberships and family memberships and shit. So, well, I guess Netflix is a bit different because you just need a device to watch it on, right? So you you can watch Netflix and anything, but versus we actually need the Switch to play. They just add people to your library and then share games. I'm assuming that's how it would work. Isn't that how it works with the Switch 1? You could just make as many users as you wanted, and then you could just play the game. Right? I don't know. Not sure if they made it for the Switch different for the Switch 2 or... I don't know. I guess this is just me, I don't really see the problem, but that might be different if you like have more people trying to play your Switch or... I don't know. Not really a concern for me, I guess. Yeah, then I guess like Nintendo is very corporate, very business. It could be just something that I didn't think of. They might think in this day and age, like a lot of people just have their own Switches for themselves, right? And then like, something like that is just an option. So they kind of trying to cater that a little bit, but not really. Because like even for like a lot of their promotional material, it's always just a person by themselves playing a Switch on their own, right? Couch co-op is dead. It's all about the online market. Then again, I guess like their game chat is like very limited as well, because like me and a couple of friends were trying it out the other day, and it's like impossible to add extra users unless you gotta shut it down completely and then redo it, and then you gotta redo all your settings again. It's very annoying. Not like PlayStation where you can just add people and they can leave whenever. Virtual game cards just seemed like an idea that some poor overworked intern turned into midnight to meet a deadline or replace the primary console system, right? Yeah, well, it's a cool idea in theory. Like, you just like loan a game to your friends, and then they just get it for a limited time, and it comes right back to you, right? But maybe it wasn't really implemented that well. But it could be something they could change in the future, fix. Because there was like a bunch of stuff with the Switch 1 that I ended up changing, refining, so... Well, like literally the first week into the console, so I wouldn't get like mad just yet. Probably a lot of stuff that people are discovering, tinkering with, being like, hey, why is this like this? Like, oh, we didn't think of that. Oh shit, my bad. Right. So what are we talking about earlier? You can't please everyone? Yes. Yeah, if anything, they probably could have used some extra time to maybe like refine some of these features. Like I remember when they were talking about the Switch 1, I thought, not Switch 1, Switch 2. I thought their release date was going to be closer to the holiday window. I'm surprised it was so close. Because that's usually their biggest market, right? Near the end of the year, Christmas time. But it also might be so parents can save money for their kids. You want that new Switch? You gotta do chores every week until Christmas time, and then maybe then. But it makes me wonder, like, when the launch windows for Nintendo's previous systems were. Especially the Wii. which apparently you couldn't find. Like, you could find like them when they very first launched, and suddenly it was gone. Couldn't find them anywhere. That was like one Nintendo console I never owned, the Wii. But I remember like literally everyone that I knew had it, so get that Wii money. It was also super cheap as well, so everyone was like, why not? The Wii. Oh, November. Crazy. November 2006. Let's see. Nintendo 64. Released June. Excuse me. Super Nintendo released. I don't want the year, I want the month. Damn it. Didn't say. Really, it doesn't say? Oh, wait, there it is. August? Oh, interesting. It was like a year between like the Japanese and North American versions. And then another year for Australia. Or like half a year, actually. Damn. I love the Wii. I don't know where my copy of Wii Sports Resort is, though. Somewhere. Collecting dust somewhere. Like all my old consoles, my Xbox 360, my GameCube, my PlayStation 2, they're in like a plastic container in my closet, just sitting there. Because I remember what I used to do was I used to take all my old consoles and then sell them, so I get enough money to get the next console. I did that with the Nintendo 64. I did that with GameCube. I think the Wii U I just bought straight up because I think I was working at the time. And then I never had any handhelds, Nintendo consoles. I remember I had a Game Boy Color that I got for Christmas. That was stolen by one of my brother's friends. I'm pretty sure. I have like no evidence towards this, but I remember I made like a custom box for it in like woodworking class. That like I wrote Game Boy Color on the front. They used to put it in, and one day I opened it and it was gone. So I can only assume. And I also had a 3DS. I had both models of the 3DS, both the original and the XL. God damn, the XL was such an improvement, holy shit. Like, much larger screen, and I remember like the corners were rounded, which made such a huge difference. Because that original one used to dig into your hands like crazy. God, what were they thinking? What were they thinking? Right. But yeah, aside from that, I never really had a Game Boy. Never had an original Game Boy anyway. But I remember I used to... A whole bunch of my friends that had it. I remember it was like next to impossible to play. With that no backlight. You had to be like in the perfect spot, and even then you could like barely see what was going on. Like, I think the only games that were worthwhile playing on that anyway was like Tetris, Mario Land, and like Pokemon, and that was it. Like, even trying to play like Donkey Kong Land, it was like, this is impossible. I kept getting reminded of that one magazine page where Gex was groping a girl. Oh, that was the age, right? Why did they want to do that to advertise the game? Well, it was the 90s. 90s was all about gross out and risque. And also, they were probably trying to appeal to teens as well, so... Because even, what was it, in Gex 3D, or not Gex 3D, Gex, oh no, it was Gex 3, they had a Playboy model as one of, like, the characters in it, right? So... yeah. Just trying to get, like, a teenage audience for some reason. Did it get them to sales? At least one, probably? Yeah, someone bought it because of that ad. Would have worked on one kid. Yeah, though I remember the best ad I've ever seen in a magazine for a game was for Paper Mario, where they had a picture of Mario and they had like the cutout symbol around him and then like free demo. And I'm like, that's genius! Oh my goodness. The smartest ad campaign I've ever seen in a magazine. Man was probably so disappointed when he got it. You never know. Like, I enjoyed Gex 64 quite a bit. My friend had it. Although it was the time that I was very into, you know, 3D platformers, so I was able to run around and explore and do whatever, so... Because I think I had the demo for the original Gex, or like my family computer, which only had the first level in it. And I haven't played any other of the original Gex other than that. Apparently it isn't that great. I've seen some people playing it, and apparently it's okay. But apparently it really peaked at Gex 3, which is crazy, considering that was the last one, so... Because I have heard some people talk fondly about Gex 3. They're like, they took everything from Gex 2 and they made it better. Right. Might have been that the studio got shut down or something, or maybe the profit turnaround wasn't as great. Or the publisher was like, you gotta make X amount of sales, otherwise you're getting shut down. Or keeping them employed just until they complete the game, then shutting them down. Because this happened so many times. What's up? What up, Tormont? What's poppin'? Just talking about games and game-related things, right? So we're all gamers here, right? Well, I guess like if you knew about Persona in general, you have to be into games, right? I guess. Yeah, I wonder if actually anybody's fan my cartoons that like knows nothing about video games. Wouldn't be surprised. Because it is based around a game, but you don't really need to know anything about the game to enjoy it. Correct? I think so. I'd assume so anyway. Because even, like, I was talking about this last time when I found the original dub, like, I had no idea about any of the context about Persona 4 at all, so... And I'm like, this is great. So... I was assuming it must translate equally. Persona is definitely not a casual gamer type of game. Oh no! To be fair, it is not really that hard. Though to be fair, like, I don't know. That'd be an interesting, like, challenge though. Take somebody that's not really used to games at all. Give them, like, some sort of strategy game to play. Though I've heard that from like, you know, some super casual gamers. They're like, Final Fantasy VII is my favorite game of all time, and that's an RPG, so hard to say. Yeah, that'll be interesting. Persona gameplay-wise is kind of leaning towards casual. SMT or the other 10? Oh yeah, exactly. SMT's like, guess what? Instant kill move. You lost 2 hours, do it again. Goodness. Yeah, I did try SMT 3. It was okay. Like, I didn't beat it, but I did get a fair chunk of the way through it. I don't know. I think I just got kind of bored, to be honest. Because I'm like, SMT4 is just, oh, so much better. I think playing it 4 over 3 kind of spoiled me. Because SMT4 is just, ooh, so good. And that's a game I'd love them to port for like modern consoles. Goodness gracious. Though it being on the 3DS might be a bit difficult. But there has been DS games that have been ported to modern consoles, so... I feel like 100-hour RPGs are kind of hard to get someone into. Right. Yeah, I guess that's also another aspect of it, because it's so long. And as well, especially Persona 4, the intro is very slow, so... Because, like, you're sitting around, like, more or less reading dialogue for 2 hours until eventually the game starts going, so... Right. Because I've heard that from some people. Like, they recommend Persona 4 to their friends. Like, I don't really know, I played it for like an hour, it wasn't really that great. Like, no, you gotta keep going. Right. It gets really good at hour 4. I swear. Yeah, though that might be why a lot of people kind of enjoy this as well, because it's more or less the game condensed and at hyper speed, right? Where actually the game itself is very slow. So I think that's like why these games are remembered fondly. Because like you're with these characters for so long. Right? And then by the end you're like, I'm sad to see them go. Right? Because what is it, Expedition 33 is apparently doing really well. And that's a turn-based RPG, but also it's a turn-based RPG, so you're with these characters for 80, 50 hours, 40 hours, like whatever, so when it's all over, it's like, ugh, I can't believe it. Correct. Persona 3 too, that Tartarus green with the same 5 shadows does it get annoying some other time? Yeah. And especially because I played Persona 3 Portal, we have to grind, so... yeah, I'm not sure. Actually, I didn't look into it, but I remember I was speculating with the remake you wouldn't have to grind. Though I never really looked into it. I should have, but then I didn't. Oh, hooray. Okay, so we just want his mouth to open there, right? Yeah, nice. Yeah, so actually, I'll do that now. Okay, so what frame are we at? We're at frame... 834. Okay. So, we hit this button. That's not the right one. We hit this button. There we go. That one, and then that one, and that one, and then that one. Okay, so we go to turn off the onion skin, please. Go to 834. No. Okay. And then we kind of move him up and down a little bit. So 3, and then 5. And then we'll go like 10. Oh, hang on. That's alright. I need to make another one. Okay, cool. But then he should shake a little bit, go. Yeah. Nice. Perfect. You can kind of run around in the shadows and reload. They're so easy to beat, though, when you run to them, though. Just time-consuming. Right. Because I did play a little bit of Persona 3 Reload. Not much, though. I more or less just played the intro and then kind of stopped. Because I'm like, I've done this before, so... It's like, I think I like just started playing it after I came off beating Portable, so I'm like, it's been too soon. I need to give this like 5 years and then I can play it, right? Too soon. Okay. Where are we at time-wise? Ooh, do. Okay, so I reckon I'll probably just do this sequence, and then that might be it. So, more or less, I need to just draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more frames, and then that'll be it. So, a little bit more progress, but hey, this thing's almost done. I think after this, I just need to do lip sync, right, and then we'll be done. So, in theory, I should be able to finish this scene tomorrow. When I do my off-stream art session. I was about to say art stream. That doesn't make any sense. Yes, when I don't record and I talk to myself. Hell yeah. Perfect. I should have done the ice first, and that's fine. Oh, that song just kind of cuts off. Yeah, I wish that's like the one thing that like YouTube music would have that like I use all the time in Spotify. Is like the fade option. I love that. When like a song like fades like into one into the other. Yeah, to be fair, it's like not perfect, but it's like sometimes it works well. Sometimes it works well. It's a shame that I can't play real music here, but kind of don't want to lose my channel. Yeah, it's not like Twitch where you can push it and get away with it, but... where like you need an actual person to like terminate your channel. Here the robots will get you. Okay. Yeah, okay, so we just make this mouth as close to this one as we can. Okay. Just need that tooth and then we're good. Okay, so when he's opening, hang on. Okay, so that kind of goes away. I see. So I'll make his tongue kind of like go a bit flat when it disappears. Right? Yeah, that should be fine. Not that anyone will see it or pay attention. It's all fine. Oh, hang on, I need to erase these bits. Yeah, I'll probably go through this scene when it's done and erase any like little parts that I don't want drawn, because I'm gonna get my my friend Waldo to clean up all this crap. He's gonna go through all this and draw over it. No, that's the plan anyway. Yeah, and then next time I should be able to start working on, because ironically, like there was another scene that I kind of like was half making, and then I kind of abandoned that to work on this scene. So I've got another scene somewhere that's like halfway done. So I'll be able to return to that scene and then continue working on it. Can't even remember what it was, jeez. It's been so long. Yeah, I think I definitely want to look into getting another headset for sure, because this one's fine, but for some reason, like, wearing it for like a long period of time, like, makes my head sore and my neck sore. Which is weird, because it doesn't really weigh much, but I don't know. Might be like the angle or like where I'm sitting or whatnot, but it's like my other headset I have like no problem with. Though the microphone doesn't work with this computer, so that's the hard part. Suppose I'm like leaning over, I'm like sitting upright. Hang on. I'll try sitting. Ugh. Try sitting upright. How's that? Oh, that's actually way better. Proper posture. Who would have thought? Crazy. No, it's long distance. Oh, that reminds me. I gotta check the PlayStation Store to see if this month's free games are out. Because one of them is going to be Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, which is that Jet Set Radio inspired game. Because actually, I was looking into getting that not so long ago, and then like it's going to be free. Done deal. Hell yeah. Always have that shrimp posture when sitting for hours, right? Yeah, that's how I was like before. Like here's the chair, right? I was kind of sitting here, and then I was like, and then my head was like, because like my tablet's like there, right? So that's pretty much how I was. Because like I've got a Cintiq tablet, which you can kind of like lower. It's like on its own stand. You can kind of like lower it and like have so that's kind of like sitting in front of you. But it's very low, so kind of just tend to lean in and look directly at it. Because I don't think I can. Actually, can I make it so it's a bit higher? Oh, I can. Oh, I've actually never tried this. Oh, that's actually way better. I've like had this thing for like 10 years, like I've never tried this. Goodness. Wow, crazy. BRCF and free in the same sentence when? I think it was they announced it recently. Is it out right now? Hang on, let's have a look. It might be because it's the month, right? It rolled over to the month. Let's see here. PlayStation Plus. They're always trying to push this plan, which I don't want. No, thank you. I just want the monthly games. Go to hell. Oh, goodness. Monthly games. One more. Is it not? No, it hasn't rolled off yet. Oh, no, it has. Yeah, it's available right now. You can get it for free on PlayStation. Nice. As well as NBA 2K and Alone in the Dark. Yeah, I'll have to download that. ASAP. Probably won't be big, but you know, let's get that download going. Okay, yeah, it's actually way better. Although, is it gonna like slip off? No, it seems to be fine. Weird. I've like never tried like having this monitor like resting on my desk before. I've always had it like down, like sitting in front of me. Crazy. Alright. Interesting. We're trying new things on the fly. It's actually way better for my posture. Holy shit. Feel much better. It's like always after wearing these headphones, I always have a headache, and that's why. It's like I'm always like looking down and like craning my neck. And now it should be okay. Although it's not really that much more relaxing though. Actually, I might try to put it down a bit lower. Yeah, it's a bit better. Have my arm resting on my armchair at the same time while trying to draw. Need to find that fine line of not making the screen too high and also being able to draw on it properly, right? There we go. Okay. Yeah, I think that might do it for now. Starting to feel a cramp on my hand. But yeah, that might be a good idea for me to do next time. I'll look into being able to do a be right back screen. Or even if I just like write be right back on the screen, I could always do that, but yeah, I'll finish this. Ah! What the hell? This one just like changed. Randomly. I didn't like that, was jarring. But yeah, I'll be back again next weekend with more, hopefully. Yeah, because I'll probably finish this off tomorrow in my free time. But yeah, this will be an ongoing thing every weekend until this is done. Well, that's going to be the plan anyway, so... As what is this? We're at scene 10? And how many scenes do I have for this whole entire project? Where are we? Yeah. 18. So ironically, we're actually more than halfway there. So fingers crossed. All right. Okay. So cheers for you if you're here, and you'll see me again real soon, hopefully. All right. See you then. Goodbye.
Give me a break.